so special, Bill. Klay Thompson's unselfishness and the fact that he just lets the game come to him, a big part of that.
Super unselfish, doesn't care about his shots. A beloved teammate by all counts. He's the guy that all the other guys mentioned first when they talk about, hey, what warrior, ... and it's Klay. The answer is Klay to everything. Who's the most fun warrior? Who's the craziest warrior? Tell me a funny story about one of your teammates. It's always Klay. He just has so many thankless jobs for them. A lot of times he's guarding the best player on the other team. He's guarded point guards at some point during every run in the playoffs for them. And just a great guy to have on your team. It's hard to imagine the Warriors without him. I think at some point maybe the salary cap will dictate they can't keep all four of these guys, and Klay is always the logical candidate to, you trade him, you turn him into two cheaper, younger pieces. But I
hate to see him leave here.
Well, and leave Curry, because the thing with him and Curry together, it's been such a unique combo to have two of the best three shooters in the league in the same team.
Yes.
Their stats now together are starting to just crush everything. Like, they've made more threes than any other player in the playoff history.
Amazing. Oh my.
They've made, what, 600, 700 threes a year, and they're just doing things together that we've never seen. I hope they stay together.
Me too. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Marcus Smart is out there with Irving, and it's Tatum in at the small forward position.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offensive unit comes from.
Irving passes to Morris. Tatum bats for two. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Oh, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring, with a good reason.
Curry kicks to Durant. Back to Curry, and the turnover again by Golden State. About a minute played so far here in the first. Curry against Irving, and Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Tatum, that's for two. Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them. And they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. Was probably the most famous NBA game ever. The kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Morris into the lane. Durant with some nice D.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
And every step of Durant on the drives covers so much ground. You know he's looking to finish that play with the dunk.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. In third, the Warriors.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Boston, no good that time either. Warriors leading by 4, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Here is Durant. From 7.
Coming out of college, Tatum showed inconsistent intensity on defense, but he's made great strides in that area.
Always a spirited debate, Bill, around the NBA. Which team was the best ever? I know you have an opinion on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I used to feel really strongly about my opinion on this, but I think basketball has changed so much over this decade that I'm not even positive how you could compare what this Warriors team is versus what I always thought the '86 Celtics were the best team. But the '86 Celtics were built, I always compared it to a hockey team on a power play where you're just trying to get closer and closer to the net and crowd the net. And they were just built around getting layups and the best possible shots. The Warriors are built around math and shooting threes and spacing the floor. And if you took the '86 Celtics and indoctrinated them in that style for 5 years, they all would have been shooting threes, and they probably would have done it better than the Warriors, but I don't know. So I almost have like the before-after with theirs. I think the Warriors are the best team of the math era, but I still think the '86 Celtics were the best start-to-finish season anyone's had. The dark horse for me was the '01 Lakers, the second Lakers team. When Shaq and Kobe, they had won the year before, rocky first few months, and then they figured out whatever they needed to figure out, and Phil Jackson probably sprinkled some Zen fairy dust on them or whatever he did, and they just ripped through the league. And they came very close to going undefeated in the playoffs. So that would be my dark horse.
That one drops. He ties it up. Picking back up, Bill, on our discussion of the greatest teams from different eras. What about those Chicago teams with Jordan in the '90s?
You know, the best one was probably the '92 team, but I really do think the league got a little diluted there in the '90s because of expansion. I don't think there was like the quote-unquote best Bulls team. I think Jordan was so great, he made it look probably a little easier than it was, but you know, there's teams, they never really went against a great center other than 95 and 96 against Shaq. And, you know, the NBA pretends this never happened, but the Magic beat them when Michael came back from baseball, and Shaq and Horace Grant destroyed them. They were just too big for them. So, you know, for me, I still think that Shaq-Kobe '01 team was really great. Like, those guys were averaging 30 points a game each that year. And we're just unstoppable. All the role players were really good. They had Big Shot Rob on that team, and Fisher, and Brian Shaw, Rick Fox. Like, that was a really good team. But I still think the '86 Celtics, having 4 Hall of Famers in the front court, DJ, Danny Ainge, the home court advantage, Bird at his peak of his powers, like, I would still say them.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston.
One shot, gentlemen.
Now, one thing I'll never forget about Thompson, I mean, that night he dropped 37 points in a single quarter. That shows you how explosive he can be.
These players pay attention to a lot of ratings, especially the 2K ratings. And I know Kyrie Irving was maybe a little bit surprised at his 2K rating.
I did a podcast with him last summer, and he was really upset that he only got a 90 in 2K, and I think he might have actually called the game to complain, like it was a parking ticket. and got it raised to a 93, but like was openly talking, not ashamed. Just was really, really, really offended by the 90 rating.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I was offended too listening to him. But Kyrie's at least a 95. Come on, 2K, get your stuff together.
They will. They got you on the show.
Yeah, sure. Maybe now that I'm here, they'll
raise that level.
Yeah, it's about time.
Here's Curry. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Curry from deep three-point land. And another 3 for Golden State.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Irving finds Horford. Morris against Green. The pass to Irving. To the paint. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can go get it.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Out to Thompson for the 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at Golden State. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, the Nuggets right at second place.
And for the Warriors, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
Tatum against Durant. Tatum dishes to Horford. It's stolen by Curry. There's the 3. That one doesn't drop. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the 76ers. And here we are, the Warriors' final season in Oakland. Bill, they'll be moving to a brand new arena across the bay in San Francisco.
Yeah, bittersweet. I'm excited that there's an arena downtown. And, you know, the Oakland-San Francisco thing was always weird to go to Warriors games, drop in, figure out where to stay, all that stuff. On the other hand, I thought they had the best crowd of anybody.
I agree.
For years and years there. Just like very blue-collar, old school, fans that have been coming for years.
Stuck with them even in the lean times.
Yeah, the lean times were every year.
Right.
They had no year other than lean times. And now that the team got good the last 6 years, you could feel the audience changing a little. And now it's changing a lot. I just miss the Oakland fan base, and I hope, you know, once we expand to 60 teams or 70 or wherever we're going, I'd like to see Oakland get one of the 70 teams.
Well said. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Curry's got 6 points.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Irving passes to Tatum. Horford kicks to Irving, shoots over Curry, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Horford. That's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. 9-point game. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Cousins, and it's Iguodala in for Draymond Green. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. Terry Rozier comes in for Kyrie Irving. Knocks it loose, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Celtics with possession here. Celtics trail by 9. And here is Rozier. Taking a look at the scoring numbers right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Thompson against Brown, just 5 on the clock. Iguodala with the steal. Thompson against Brown. It's Thompson off the drive. Passes it to Looney. And Baines pulls it down.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
Bill, you're a basketball historian. How do you rank the Celtics compared to other franchises in this league?
Third surliest fans, I would say. Maybe second highest expectations and the best history. It's out of the history standpoint. The Celtics have the best. Lakers have the second best, but I would not count them because they moved from Minneapolis. And then the Knicks are last because all they do is lose.
And they're so surly.
Yeah, very surly.
Brown drives in. The shot by Hayward, wide open. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Hayward's got his first 3 points of the game. Warriors leading by 6. Curry with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Houston. And Baines kicks to Tatum. Hayward on the wing. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. Count that one. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Pass to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Rozier for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Rozier the pass to Hayward. On the wing, Brown. Lets it go with a 3. Warriors with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
A good poise led to good shot selection, and that was the key to maximizing their opportunities.
Here's Curry. From deep. The shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We'll return shortly. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
They've got Iguodala, Jonas Jerebko out there with Looney. And there's Livingston, and it's Cook in at the point guard. That's the Warriors' 5. Right side, Smart. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just too physical. Smart, shedding the defense and finishing strong.
And it's Livingston with the ball for Golden State. Jerebko, the pass to Iguodala. Now here's Livingston. Defense right on him. Over Smart. Rebound Boston. You know, you look at the roster of the Golden State Warriors in terms of talent level, Bill, where do you think they rank all time? Because they've put now 3 championships together in 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's a tough question because, you know, the Russell Celtics in the 60s, I think had the most talent, but you only also had like 8, 9, 10 teams in the league during those years. But they had teams where there was like 7 or 8 Hall of Famers. The Warriors weren't deep like that. But for what they've done in this era, I think to have, you know, 2 transcendent guys in the same team combined with 2 other guys who are in the top 20. So you have that. And then you have Curry, Thompson, and Durant, I think are probably 3 of maybe the best 8 shooters ever, or 9 shooters, whatever. So you have that over there.
Big statement, yes.
And then to do this in a 30-team league is basically impossible. So if you're comparing them like the 80s Celtics and the 80s Lakers, those teams probably had similar talent, but it was also a smaller league. And if you had a 30-team league in 1985, Kevin McHale's not on the Celtics. He's probably on one of the expansion teams.
Starting 4 All-Stars, the Warriors did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure we see this again.
I agree.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Livingston kicks to Yarebko. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Smart. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Morris is checked in. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
Here's Yarebko. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. And it's Iguodala missing. Celtics trail by 4. Rozier looking around. Smart on the wing. From beyond the arc. Boston. No good that time either. Warriors have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade in those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better, and their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. It all started with the decision in LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
Celtics trail by 4. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Morris kicks to Rozier. From outside the arc. Morris, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Cook, the pass to Livingston. Back to Cook. At the elbow, it's Iguodala. The feet to Livingston. Here's Looney. That one a little long. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Morris against Iguodala. Here's Tice. Off target with his 3. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Cook kicks to Livingston. Pass to Jerebko. Taken away. Now here's Smart. His last outing, he had 18 points. Inside. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. To end the drought, it's rebounded by Tice.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possessed.
Boston, no good that time either. Warriors leading by 4. Now Livingston. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
I'm not sure if the D bothered him or if he just lost concentration on that one, but that's a layup he should convert.
Morris kicks to Rozier. In the corner, Smart with it. Off target from outside. Golden State's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Now the pass to Cook. Passes it to Looney. All sorts of time. And it comes off the front of the rim. Celtics trail by 4. Rozier up top. 6 points for him. He can't get that one. And the Warriors with possession here. Cook looking it over. In the corner, Iguodala with it. To the wing on the left. Jerebko. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Jerebko's got 8 points.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, Greg, they just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
Different look here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Jerebko. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Quinn Cook. And then for Boston, Al Horford. He's checked in for Aaron Baines. Jaylen Brown comes in for Daniel Tice. And Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. To the inside. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Here's Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside. And Thompson kicks to Livingston. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And being taller than most point guards, he puts that length to use. Example A right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
One shot.
Free throw good, Livingston.
Oh, well, one interesting fact about Sean people might not know is that he was named Mr. Basketball in Illinois in his high school days. That's an honor he'll always cherish.
And here's Smart. He has 6. Irving, good. Warriors leading by 6. Durant finds Thompson. Back to Durant. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Smart on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. The jump hook. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Livingston. Not a lot of room. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Warriors.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps the defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
He kicks to Cousins. Golden State moving it around. Here's Durant. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Irving passes to Morris. Releases. And it's Brown missing.
I'll give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
Well, the former #1 overall pick, tremendous success early in his career. Irving continues to find ways to improve.
Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. And then for Boston, Gordon Hayward comes in for Morris. And it's Jason Tatum in for Marcus Smart. Both free throws good for Irving.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Warriors leading by 8. Durant kicks to Cousins. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up on Friday. They'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Sunday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Free throw, good, Irving. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pass to Cousins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Cousins has got his first points of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
It's stolen by Curry. Up the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Cousins is a straight-up bully in the paint, a master at drawing contact, thanks to his size.
First trip to the line for him here.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
You know, the combination of size and strength, it makes Cousins a tough cover. I mean, overpowering.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Celtics trail by 10. Irving finds Horford. Tatum on the wing. Over Thompson. Boston, no good that time either.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The 9-foot shot. There's the pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Kicks to Cousins. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And that's now 7 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, you love the confidence of Cousins. His ability to rise up and toss up a shot as soon as he gets the ball is tremendous.
Passes it to Tatum. Can they get it? Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Durant is a master on the drive, muscling his way past the resistance of the D.
Here's Irving, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Stephen Curry. The Celtics have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Right around 21 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
6 to shoot. Curry passes to Cousins. Over Horford, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, when the shot clock is against him, Cousins keeps his cool. He knows how to come through with gigantic shots.
Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
I'd love it. Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. And Greg, a lot of great sports writers out there, also great commentators. And then there's Bill Simmons. He's kind of carved out his own category.
You know, Bill once said he will never write a traditional sports column, and he stayed true to that. He writes from the viewpoint of the passionate sports fan and brings that to his commentary as well.
To the middle. And it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played bigger.
Warriors leading by 12. Durant in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 18 points for Kevin Durant. Austin with the ball. Irving with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. To the inside, Cousins, and it's sent back by Horford. Irving against Curry. Here's Irving, 17 points in the game. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors lead by 13. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch, barbecue chicken alert, make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
As we return to Oracle Arena, we get a glimpse of the commuters on BART, the public transportation system here in the Bay Area Rapid Transit. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Irving is out there with Smart, and it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts, no more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up, and these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are, and I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it, and look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West, but I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. Inside, here's Green, buries it down low. Green's got his second bucket.
Amazing sense for how to score inside. Green doesn't settle. Good at staying aggressive.
Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Durant against Tatum. Horford trying to free himself up. Tatum's shot is off.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 16. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on. Tremendous court sense. Vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
2 shots.
And that one misses. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Durant. For the 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Irving dishes to Tatum. Pass to Horford. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Curry fires from way outside. Misses the 3.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. Tatum's got 6.
Well, you love the skill set. Tatum can take you a number of ways inside. Defensively, it is tough to guess right.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist here tonight.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, newsflash, the league has fallen hard for the three-pointer. Steph Curry, he breaks his own three-point shooting record year after year. No player epitomizes that more than Steph Curry, whether it's highlight-worthy heaves or setting records or winning titles. His long-range mastery has shifted the NBA landscape.
It's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Smart.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
The kick out to Irving. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Third spot, the Celtics. The Warriors, 4th.
Both teams really well served to be very aggressive attacking the rim because of how well they shoot the ball at the free throw line.
That's tipped. Curry fires from way outside. Another 3 for Golden State. Chris, I've heard someone say that Steph Curry's success was, to a degree, hurting the game because kids just want to shoot. Do you buy that?
Well, I definitely understand what they meant. They meant that, you know, guys don't want to get the fundamentals, kids being that because they see the highlight of Steph Curry, and I think that's actually a compliment. When I played basketball, I would go right out and dunk. That didn't mean Dominique or Michael Jordan messed the game up, but definitely their dunk overshadowed kind of the basics of the game, and coaches were complaining back then.
2 shots.
So that's all that means. But you see thousands of kids showing up early to games to watch Steph's ball handling drills. Steph is the best three-point shooter that the NBA has ever seen, and it shifted the dynamic of the NBA. I think, you know, they understand how much work he puts into his overall games, and it's up for coaches at a young age to explain that.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Jerebko's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Iguodala kicks to Cousins. Back to Iguodala. Livingston looking for the opening. Kicks it out to Iguodala. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Iguodala's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving finds Morris. Pass to Horford. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. Horford's got 9 points.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Here's Livingston. That one wide left. Celtics trail by 20. Now here's Rozier. He's got 6. He kicks it to Morris. There's the pass to Horford. Tatum on the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. To the paint. Here's Iguodala. That shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Tatum kicks to Rozier. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jerebko's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Durant. And it's Irving with the rebound. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Celtics. Durant against Tatum. Outside Irving. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. Five on the clock. 13 feet away. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Irving has some of the best handles in the game. I mean, he has the rock on the string, so how can you contain him when he has handles like that?
Now here's Jerebko, covered by Morris. Shot's good by Durant.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Irving looking for an opening. Kicks it to Tatum. At the top of the key, Horford. And again, it's Boston converting.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Coach Kerr always focused on, Chris, what he calls the possession game. Turnovers and offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Kevin, when you think about it, for the Warriors, it's hard to believe, but they love making turnovers, and Coach, he's trying to control them giving extra possessions to the team, because when they do that, their defense and shot making still usually win out.
Here's Jerebko. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Jerebko's got 10.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. A stupendous finish in traffic. Irving's got 24 points.
And right now, Irving is percolating. I mean, he's so good at creating and remaining assertive on offense. Time for the percolate.
Pass to Jerebko. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Tatum against Durant. 3-pointer. And Rozier pulls it down. Rozier's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Left side Irving. Durant with the steal. Iguodala outside. Pass to Cousins. Good work defensively by Horford.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Tatum's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Outside Durant, fires from deep. Good on the triple. He's got 24.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Morris outside. The call will go against Jerebko. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Cook subbed in for Durant. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice is checked in for Morris. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum. And it's Brown in for Irving. Here's Brown. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Rozier for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Livingston. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Now Hayward. He has 5. Knocked loose. Here is Cook. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Jerebko. Klay Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Boston also with the sub. Baines is checked in. We know the guys who can fill it up are in high demand. A lot of guys, Chris, in this game with instant offense.
Oh, yeah, think about Eric Gordon, 6th man of the year, but can let it fly at any time. Of course, Steph Curry, the great Steph Curry.
Lou Williams, right?
Lou Williams. I got to go to my man, Jamal Crawford. You know, he's getting up there, but Benjamin Button is still Jay crossover, and he's letting it fly. And these are all guys I give it to him and say, I don't care how, just go get me a bucket.
Cook kicks to Thompson. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 22 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Tice. Out to Hayward. Will it go? Warriors with the rebound.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near. One thing you love about Klay Thompson is he's just cool and calm. I mean, he stays in his own lane. Steve Kerr says he's not low maintenance, but he's no maintenance. He plays hard at both ends. He just wants to win, and then he goes home and walks his bulldog Rocco. Well, but bulldogs, you can't really walk them that much. I wonder if he's picking them. I mean, that's about it anyway.
Two shots. Max on the first.
That free throw good from Thompson. And you look at Klay, not a care in the world.
Well, he's smooth. He has a carefree attitude. It helps in the locker room. I think it also helps him as a smooth shooter. I mean, even if he misses a couple, he's not thinking about it. He just keeps shooting.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Aaron Baines. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Rozier against Green. Poked away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
so aggressive in everything he does. You know, Draymond often causes as much contact as he takes.
The Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And both free throws good for Green.
Some of the players around Green over the course of his career have stolen the spotlight, but don't let that take away from the incredible player he is.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Smart. Rozier for three. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here is Cook, guarded by Smart. Thompson passes to Green. Just 4 to shoot. And the Warriors miss again. And it's Smart with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Cook kicks it to Looney. Curry from deep three-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Rozier against Curry. Here's Hayward, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
2 shots, gentlemen.
That one on Thompson.
You can't be careless guarding Hayward. He's adept at forcing the D's hand and getting the call.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
And with Hayward, you get a little bit of everything. The scoring, the passing, the rebounding. I mean, an all-around threat.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 5 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And a deep 3 from Curry. No good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Bell is out there with Looney. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Cook in at the 1. That's the Warriors' 5. There's Brown with the 3. The rebound by Cook. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Chris, we hear the word switchability. Popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting. Feeds to Bell. He kicks it to Curry. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Ogilvy. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Got a piece of it. Here's Smart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Curry. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
I like Smart using his size advantage on the interior. Nice work out there.
Evans, he's checked in for Curry. See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Smart.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Good on both. And Greg was Smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
6 to shoot. The good-looking shot from the wing. Smart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, the mid-range game, a lost art. Nice bucket by Smart.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Cook, the pass to Bell. Out to the right wing. McKinney kicks to Cook. Knocked loose. Fires from the wing. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
And there's the pass to McKinney. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. See, Webb, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places, they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And you know, I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that, not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curb on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the offseason and make some free throws.
Irving passes to Ojale. Smart on the wing. Covered by Evans. Yep, that one goes.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Cook kicks it to Looney. Back to Cook. To the inside. McKinney passes to Cook. Here's Looney from downtown. Rebound by Williams.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Outside Irving. Smart, wide open, he fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Cook, covered by Irving. C-Web, a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Peculiar inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. You're going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more threes.
First one falls for him. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Web is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. You know, I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Web, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaq and the fool, get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Baseline J on the way, and that one comes up a bit short.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Durant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-4 run. Irving finds Horford. Irving against Durant. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Horford.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Tipped away. Now, here is Irving. He's covered by Livingston. Tatum against Durant. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 22. Livingston kicks to Cousins. Over Horford. Cousins with the bucket.
The bruising power of Cousins. Once he gets in prime position, he goes straight to work.
Irving attacking. Shoots over Livingston. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. C-Webb, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you were young and you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team, and I make you a center and I pull you to one end and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same. And I believe that coaches should teach great skill set: shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be, instead of teaching incrementally, where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought.
Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
Irving dishes to Tatum. Horford kicks to Irving. Shoots over Livingston. Irving can't get it to go.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Durant, that's good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Irving attacking, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Not too long ago, C-Webb, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big
gentlemen,
man.
two
Being
shots.
that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy, I can trust it that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be all over the floor to do it. But, you know, besides the fact that there's longer threes taken, or besides the fact that there's more small lineups, I still think it's a feat to be respected, even though we're seeing an increase in them now.
And here's Livingston. Kicks it to Durant. And it's Golden State with another.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. In the corner. Tatum with it. Off target with his 3.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And Cousins throws it down.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Down low, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to Tice. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time, and maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
First free throw is good. Yaredko hits them both. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vladi or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Well said. Well said.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
A two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kevin Durant.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Two shot.
And he makes the first. And so Cook nails both of them. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. Passes to Ojale. Iguodala with the steal. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. In the corner, Cook with it. Golden State moving it around. Jerebko kicks to Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It's very difficult for the D to cleanly contest Cousins, just a hulking presence who bullies his way into shooting fouls.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Irving with the ball. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how tense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.